very good day everyone. So today we will learn on an Excel case issue whereby sometimes when we export from the software system to Excel, we notice that we do have a date problem. Date problem is because sometimes, like for example, if you are living in UK or any UK colonized countries like India or Malaysia, we do have the UK date, the British date, and of course the Americans, they have the US date. So basically in UK, the date is more to DD, I mean the days, MM, the month, followed by the year. But in US, it starts with the month, followed by the days, and then lastly is the year. So right now, the problem is I have a date problem. Because this one is a British date, this one is an American date, and so on. So basically what I want to do is, I want to make sure that all these dates compile into one, not US date, UK date, but all in a proper date. So how I'm going to do it? So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing is I need to know my date. Okay, so I'm going to write here date. Like for example over here, like this is the 30th, this is the 24th, this is the 16th. We cannot assume that this is the month because we don't have 30 months in a year. We have 12 months in a year. So this is the 30th date, this is the 24th, this is the 16th. So what we will do is, we put here date. So this one will determine what day is it. So I'm going to put here close bracket. So we got to know that this is the 10th day of the particular month. And then when I press Ctrl down, Ctrl Shift up, Ctrl D, you will notice that some dates will capture, but some dates it's showing me an error because here they are not able to capture. Because when you have a day formula, the day will capture the day from the date data. But apparently since this is not a date data, this is more like a text data, then what we need to do is, I'm going to put here if error. If error, so if just say the value means I'm going to use date. But if just say got error, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use text after. Because if you look here carefully, the particular day is located after the backslash. So text after, and then after that I'm going to select this text, comma, apostrophe, backslash, apostrophe, close bracket, enter. And then Ctrl Shift down, Ctrl D. Now if you notice, yes, we got captured the day, and of course there is no value, there's no error. But if you notice, it is showing us the year as well. So what I need to do is, before year, I need to put here text before. That means I want to capture before the slash. Text before, comma, okay, text before, comma, apostrophe, backslash, close apostrophe, close bracket, then enter. So now I press Ctrl Shift down, Ctrl D. Yes, we are able to capture the date. But the problem is this one here, if you notice, it doesn't able to calculate the sum. Year and year, we are able to calculate the sum because this is a value. So what we do is, we are going to put here value. And then close bracket, enter. Ctrl Shift down, Ctrl D. So right now, we do have the days. The next thing is, I want to know the month. So for month, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put here equal month. And I'm going to select this, enter. And then Ctrl down, Ctrl Shift up, Ctrl D. So the same thing, because when a date is in a proper format, then we are able to capture the month. But since this is not in the proper format, so we need to do the if error as well. So I'm going to select here if error. Okay. And then I'm going to put here, this is actually, I want to use text before actually, because before the slash. Okay. So I'm going to put here text before, select this, comma, slash, close bracket, enter. Now I press Ctrl Shift down, Ctrl D. So what happened is, it is able to capture the month, like 11, 2nd of the month, 5th of the month, and so on. But I need to change this to a value, because this is not a value. So I'm going to put here, value, close bracket, enter. Ctrl D. So right now, we do have the day, and then we do have the month. Next is the year. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use the year function. And you can just double click over here. But since we have error, so I'm going to put here if error. And then after that, what I'm going to do, if just say got error means, I'm going to use text after. Okay, because I want to capture after the backslash. So text after, and then this is the text, close bracket. Okay. But now if you notice, it's capturing the month and the day and the year. I only want the year. So we do the text after again. So text after, alright, so this is the data, and then after that, backslash, close bracket, close bracket. So now Control Shift down, Control D. Okay, then we need to do value again. Okay, so I'm going to put here value, and then Control Shift down, Control D. There you go. So now we do have the day, the month, the year. What's my next step is, I want to combine this. So text join, and then the delimiter is actually a backslash, then comma, ignore empty, so I'm going to put 1. 1 is equals to true, 0 is equals to false, so I want to ignore empty cells, and this is my text. And then close bracket, enter. So now we do have the date. What I need to do is, I want to change to date value, and then close bracket. And then what I'm going to do is, of course, now we do have the date, control down, control shift up, control D. There you go. So now we do have the date. So regardless it's the American date or UK date, we can actually capture like this. So but what if just say like some of you don't want to use 3 separate helper column. You want to do all in one column. So in this case, what you need to do is, you need to actually, we use date value, we use text join, but the problem is we will try to combine all this. So just let me combine this. Okay, so let me just go up here. This is the formula text. Let me just write the formula text so that you can understand. Okay, so now this is the data, Control R. Okay, so now this is the reporting and so on. Okay, all right. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put here, I don't want helper column. I only want in one column. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to write here. Okay, so let me just copy one by one. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. Okay, I'm going to put here in a sticky note, so that's easy for me. Okay, so this one here, I'm going to copy. This is for the day. This is for the month. And this is for the year. Alright, so right now what I'm going to do is, I want to actually, I don't want helper column. I want to do in one column. So if you want to do in one column, you don't want this, you need to actually use this date value, and then you need to use text join, and then the delimiter will be like this, and then 1. Then your first text is, I'm going to copy this because this one want to capture the date, copy, and then paste. Then after that, the second text is the month. Okay, so this one I'm going to copy this, and I want to paste. Okay, so maybe I'll just remove this value over here. Okay, done. Okay, right. Then after that, the next one, third text, I'll just copy this and I will paste. Then after that, close bracket, enter. Alright, there you go. So this one let me put here. So we do have this data, and then you just double click. So the problem is, this one is, the formula is very long. So for a first time user, they will feel it's too overwhelming and too complicated. So my suggestion is, if just say you're a beginner, you can actually try this as a beginner. That means you need 3 helper column, and then eventually you convert the date into a proper format. But if you are already an expert, you don't want 3 different columns because it's redundant, excessive, you can actually try this as well. Alright, so we have tried this. So we have about 86 dates, and we managed to convert all the American dates and UK dates into one proper format, standardized. So it's now it looks better. So yeah, there you go.